What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. DJ K-Slay is very underrated. Despite being on radio for more than 15 years, despite doing so much for hip-hop culture, I feel like DJ K-Slay doesn't get enough credit for what he's done. And I think that goes even double when you look at his actual catalog. Not just the radio work that he's done, but like his mixtapes and even his albums. I remember picking up the Street Sweeper Volume 2 in 2004 because K-Slay had the video, the one record, it was like, Who Gives a Fuck Where You From? Like that record with like 3 6 Mafia on it. It was crazy. And I really love that album. Like so many people back in 2004 were on here. You had like G-Unit, you got the Diplomats, Twista. It was a really strong album. And I feel like it was the last album from K-Slay that really made noise. After that, it's like every release after was kind of like it was there, but it wasn't really getting the reception that it deserved. Right around 2010, K-Slay wanted to drop one more album. He was going to call it Rhyme or Die. He had put out a record called Rollin' Deep Part 2. Rollin' Deep was a series that he was doing where he brought together 25 MCs on one song and they would spit like 4 to 6 bars each. It was a cool concept. And so he had put out Part 2 and announced his final album. And when I was doing my research, when I Googled this, I found that I had asked K-Slay back in 2010, like, why would you want to do one final album and then be done with it? And he kind of basically responded saying that he just feels like there's a lot of people who aren't doing it for the culture. You know, it came from a place of frustration. Over the years, though, we never got that album. Rhyme or Die was always coming soon. K-Slay continued to put out mixtape after mixtape, and I was really confused because a lot of those mixtapes had original music on it. Again, they were flying under the radar. You had all kinds of names from the Louch to J-Rock, just supplying K-Slay with verse after verse, and I'm just like, why are you giving this stuff away, especially now? Where's this album? And so it kind of just faded into obscurity. I really haven't thought about Rhyme or Die for a long time. Yesterday, it was announced that DJ K-Slay is dropping a new album in conjunction with Empire Distribution. This album comes out on August 18th. It's titled The Big Brother. And from what I gathered, this is not going to be his final album. There's no mention of that in the press release. Within the press release, K-Slay made a statement that this album is dedicated to the true ear hustlers and fans of the true tastemakers in the hip-hop culture. Whereas I am a day one citizen of hip-hop, I felt that I owed a solid collaboration to the fans who have been looking forward to this type of album for years. The Big Brother is here. I really battled myself back and forth if I wanted to title this Most Anticipated Album or track listing discussion. I went with Most Anticipated because I felt that was more catchy. If you are watching this right now, you probably clicked on it because you're like, 1, DJ K-Slay is dropping a new album, and 2, why is this a most anticipated release? Well, that is a very good question, and just looking at the track listing will indicate why. K-Slay went all out. He's got everybody on this album. Everybody. Busta Rhymes, 2 Chainz, The Game, Tech Nine, Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller, Kevin Gates, The Lox, so many other names. And I'm gonna talk about some of the songs that I'm looking forward to, sort of break down what I'm seeing. I think the only worry that I have is 22 songs. We just saw DJ Khaled try to do that and he failed miserably. Grateful is arguably his worst album to date, and I just felt like he could not pull off the 20+ track album. Do I have more faith in K-Slay? Yeah, just a little bit. Because where Khaled chases singles, I feel like K-Slay is just doing it for hip-hop. He's not trying to have the #1 hit single all over radio. He is just trying to gather together these people and create some memorable collaborations. So on this album, there is a record called Cold Summer. And this features 3 of my favorite artists of the last 5 years or longer. Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller, Kevin Gates. And there's also the singer Rel, who was signed to Rockefeller like over a decade ago. He's on Young Gunz Records. Very talented name and kind of unexpected to see him here, but I like this combination so much. I don't know if this is going to work out though. Like, we know Kendrick and Mac have worked together, but Kevin Gates is like the wild card. Still, I can't imagine Kendrick or Mac Miller giving K Slay a bad verse. And that's another thing that I'm noticing about the people that he chooses, that K Slay features on this album. They're not slouches. They're not people that are going to phone it in. You have Styles P, Jadakiss, you got Bun B, you got, who else is on here? Dave East, Nipsey Hussle. Like, these are people that always put forth their best effort whenever they're on a song. So that to me is another reason why I have a lot of confidence in K Slay having a really solid DJ album. Some other collaborations on here that kind of jump out. Jealousy featuring Busta Rhymes, Tech Nine, The Game, and Meet Sims. I don't know anything about Meet Sims other than he's on here several times. I'm imagining, or I figure he would be K Slay's artist or something. I mean, he's on here quite a bit, so we'll see if he is impressive enough to be next to these, you know, heavyweights. Not only just working with like the biggest names that I mentioned, you know, the Rick Rosses and the 2 Chainz, but K Slay has like a little bit for everybody. He's got like the underground artists on here as well. Terminology, Dave East, Mr. Fab. Who else? Rocco's on here, Vado, Young Chris. E40, who is a little bit bigger, but still not like on the level of like a 2 Chainz currently. Mano, you got Young Buck. So there is like a nice balance between the biggest artists down to the smaller names that you might know about or don't know about, but you're gonna listen anyway because you're trying to see if K Slay is bringing out the best in everybody. At least that's how I look at it. There's one more song that I wanted to talk about before we wrap it up, and that's a record called Hip Hop Icons. This reminds me of when DJ Khaled got Nas and Scarface together for hip hop. Also, Scarface is on the album and he never disappoints. So I'm looking forward to the record. It also has Styles P and Sheek Louch. It's called Lights Glowing. But going back to this Hip Hop Icons record, it jumps out because it has 2 of the 80s / early 90s biggest rappers, MCs, Ice-T and Kool G Rap. I don't know if this is going to be super dope and crazy and memorable, all those adjectives wrapped into one, but I do know that on paper it looks good. I just don't know if Ice-T is still, like, if he still has it. Kool G Rap just released an album last month, and you could tell that he still raps well. I don't know, it doesn't really fit in with like today's music, but he still raps good. But Ice-T is like, he's been so far removed from music. He's put out music sporadically throughout the last, 2 decades, but it's never been like his main focus. He found acting and found so much success with that, and that has been what everybody knows him for nowadays. So as you can see, DJ K Slay is dropping the Big Brother, and it will feature a lot of interesting characters, a lot of interesting combinations, and this one comes out on August 18th. I'll include the track listing so you could check it out for yourself. Let me know which ones you're looking forward to. There are a lot of cool combinations on here, so talk to me in the comment section, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video, follow me on Twitter @SermonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, rhyme or die. Peace.